Okay, there's two ways I can start this video. I could do this. Arcade1UP announced a brand new NBA Jam Deluxe today, but it has one fatal flaw. Or I could do this. Dudes, NBA Jam Arcade1UP 2-player Deluxe, let's fucking go! Okay, guys, we're back. Thanks as always for tuning in to PDubs Arcade Loft, where we always appreciate it when you hang out upstairs with us. The leader in home arcade entertainment, 4 years and counting. Taking a peek here, Arcade1UP did announce, hey man, we got another Arcade1UP NBA Jam coming. Now this is another rehash. Everyone's been screaming for years, show us some new games, Arcade1UP. But Arcade1UP again continues to hit the recycle bin. Now what's interesting is this a really, really horrible idea? It might or it might not be, right? One thing that the community has been asking for over the last, I don't know, I would have to say 4 years that I've been here, ever since these, 4-player Arcade1UPs have been coming out, people have been saying, man, it'd be great if they made a 2-player version. Well, Arcade1UP finally is coming out with 2-player versions of some of these 4-player classic arcade machines. It does have the 17-inch BOE. It does have what looks like the same Translite Marquee, same, coin doors. Everything's the same, but you'll notice the cabinet shape, right? The cabinet shape, although it's a skinny mini, doesn't really worry me if it had good balance and good weight to it. You notice they did have to put a little foot thing on the bottom here, probably to keep it stable, just like their Arcade1UP Casinocade that I have in my loft. But taking a peek here, this is what worries me, guys. 61.73 pounds. And I have to tell you guys, I'm a bit worried about that weight. It makes me wonder, how sturdy will this be? Even if you're playing one player by yourself, is this arcade machine gonna weeble wobble? Is it gonna be wobbling all over the place when you play? Because let's be honest, NBA Jam, you are constantly playing fast, fast and vigorously, moving your characters up and down the court, passing, shooting, dunking, and I'm just worried about the weight. I think that could potentially be the fatal flaw on this arcade machine. Is it horrible that they're doing this? In my opinion, no. Is it a good idea that they're doing this? Yes, I think a lot of people have been wanting 2-player versions of these 4-player games. Now, the fact that these are retailing for $500, I'm a little bit surprised. I mean, we got a smaller control panel. Wasn't the original less than $500 with a 4-player control panels and more weight and heavier wood and thicker MDF and more controls, joysticks and buttons, higher cost to manufacture, and this is coming out at roughly around the same price as every other deluxe. So in my opinion, what would have been cool too would have been if they brought this out for, let's say, $3.99. So I think that would have been a much better deal for this particular arcade machine. Overall, it's a very, very interesting decision by Arcade1UP to go this route. Now the question is are you going to pick one up? You definitely got to let me know in the comments and feedback below after this video is over. Is this something that you're looking for? Keep in mind too, guys, one thing you could always do is you could always take a 4-player Arcade1UP cabinet, such as the original Arcade1UP NBA Jam, and you could modify it and add a 2-player control panel, and your pricing would come in probably less than buying a whole new arcade machine. So keep that in mind for existing owners. Plus, you'll still have a BOE screen on most of those Arcade1UP NBA Jams. I think, in fact, all of them have that BOE screen. And in addition to that, you'll have a heavier, probably a little bit more stable cabinet that doesn't wobble as much as I feel this one would. Now, keep in mind, I haven't played it. I don't know how for certain how much it wobbles, but it does worry me that, what they're doing here to save costs as this company struggles financially is to make these things cheaper, smaller, less components, less parts. If you can manufacture it cheaper and still make money off of them, they're charging full price for this thing. I mean, that's what they're doing here to try and survive. Now, Arcade1UP hopefully can come out of this rut. Hopefully they can announce some new games or new products. The rumors and the leaks and all that stuff have been crazy. In my opinion, I'm going to hold off any real enthusiasm until I see it. Do I think this is a bad idea? No. I only worry about the weight of the arcade machine and the size of it. Or I should say the shape of it, because, it's a little skinny mini. But minus that, I think this is okay. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs up on the way out if you enjoyed this quick news update. And as always, thank you for subscribing.